We're going to do a video on Disney stock. Disney stock today. We've got a daily chart of Disney here. We've got a blue 200-day moving average. Disney is down 10% today, down $10 at $89.44 right this second. Volume 17 million shares on average daily volume of 10 million shares. It's about a little after 10 o'clock on the 9th of November. And the low for today, 88.25. I'm sorry, yeah, 88.25, which is a new low for this 52-week range. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Disney. I'm going to show you a daily chart, an hourly chart, a weekly chart, and then some algorithmically generated entry prices real quick. Let's take a look. Disney's been in the bear market since about September of 2021. Still in a bear market, made a really good stab at trying to get out of it here. Peaked at around August 15th. Got close to this 200-day moving average and then promptly sold off hard. This huge gap in here is never good, and it's a disaster to look at it on a chart, especially the size of a company like Disney. But it put in this new low here. It looks like $88.26, and so that's not good. Anytime you have a gap this big on a company this reputable in this size, it's not good. That's about $6-7. It shows some severe problems with the ability to maintain orderly markets in the stock. And you can see it's gapped here as well, and it gapped here. Not good. So what does it mean long term? Let's take a look at the weekly chart. And you can see Disney's in a deep bear market. This is the 200-week moving average, which is now was rising, is now gone flat. Disney's below the 20-week moving average. So you have the 200-week, 20-week, and it's now below the 5-week moving average. Disney it's kind of a little trap here. If you'll notice, Disney put in a higher bottom right here on the 10th. This is a weekly chart. The low for the week in July was $90.23. It put in a $90.71 here and trapped people a little bit into thinking maybe this stock's going to rally. Here's your main concern. We didn't get the 5-day above the 20. Now that's not going to happen usually, so you have to be very careful when you go in here. This stock made a low, the 5 wasn't below the 20, and people bought the heck out of it, and it rose above the 20, then they sold the heck out of it. To be very careful, especially when you're looking on a longer term chart. But this was just a false bottom. I have to say, looking at this stock, it didn't really look like it was distributing until today. So it's clearly distributing. They're still selling it off. So that was kind of a little trap, especially on a weekly looking chart. Let's look at an hourly chart and see if we can make this look any better. This is an hourly chart with a 200-hour moving average in blue. I don't see anything on here that looks unusual. You can see again, kind of a little trap. It rallied above the 200-hour. But when the 200-hour is flat and it's rallied like this, the second you saw this market start to sell off like this a little bit, that's a warning sign, because a flat moving average anywhere should not really be relied on for anything. You want that moving average moving up like this. You can see when they bought it here, right about here, this moving average started to move up, and you had a little sell-off, but you didn't have it get close to the line. When a moving average is flat and it gets close to the line, you have to be extremely careful, because that moving average loses its ability to really aid you in any way. Not that they're that great to begin with, but they're tools, and they're not really good tools when they're going flat. You can see again, a rising moving average here led to Disney going from 96 to 126, a reasonable expectation. I'm not saying you could have guessed it. I'm just saying looking in the past. But right here with a flat moving average and it falls all the way down to it, that's a warning sign, and people got blasted today. I'm not saying necessarily that they could have seen it coming, but whenever your moving averages go flat, especially the long-term ones, you have to be very careful trying to use them anymore for any kind of analysis. And that's my projection on that. So what do I think about Disney? I think Disney's got severe problems. I'm not recommending buying or selling it, but I would definitely say this is a daily chart. That is not, that's not something that a normal person would say is a great buying opportunity. I'm not really sure what to tell you about that. When you have gaps like this, it takes away my confidence that the stock can be traded until those gaps and that situation is cleared up. But again, everybody trades at their own risk and using their own analysis. Let's see what RBAM research says about it. Liquidity is key if you're going to trade, in my opinion. Gaps are not good. Let's take a look. Walt Disney, 1-day, 5-day, and 20-day hold prices all populated here today for the 9th of November. 97.45 is the low and 99.41. So let's see what happened here. This stock has not traded through those yet. It actually gapped all through those. The high is 91.09, the low is 88.25. So even though we did have buy prices on here, we gapped all through them, which is good. because it's got to trade through them. It can't gap through them. If it gaps through them, you don't want to buy them and think you're getting a discount below. If it trades through them, then again, for entertainment purposes only, you have to do your own analysis. But if it trades through them actively, that's something different. But if it gaps below them, that is not a buy signal. So that's what's going on here with RBM Research. Again, you trade at your own risk. You have to do your own analysis, and you can't use our prices or commentary for anything other than entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look real quick and see. We have 190 plus stocks other than Disney. You can get access to all of them for free at rbamresearch.com. No credit card required. Follow the link in the description below. Just put in your email address over there and get access to 190 stocks, the major forex pairs, BTC crypto, and the most liquid futures contracts, all updated by 7 a.m. Again, it's all for entertainment purposes only. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that as well. If you have a ticker symbol you'd like us to do a technical analysis video on, if it's a big one and you think people would like to see it, please leave it in the comment section below and we'll take a look at it.